But we've seen that he has taken decisions and then also come back to them. Automobile manufacturers are deeply concerned by this announcement. The impact will be really huge and very disruptive. So we hope that this can be resolved sooner than later, because the impact will be large, and it comes at a watershed moment already for industry, with huge competitive pressure from left and right, and this we could really do without.
A lot of things can change. Yeah. Are you still hopeful that maybe it's avoidable? Or?
European manufacturers have invested in the US economy, in manufacturing vehicles in the US for American customers for decades. So they have made a huge contribution to the economy, also to employment over there, like they are doing in Europe and elsewhere in the world. And this is now kind of being put into, well, not question so much, but it's testing the relationship, and that's really worrying. The US market is very important for EU manufacturers. That's why they have set up shop there already decades ago, and there is a huge export also of cars to the US. I think it goes too far to say that this will be existential right away, but it's impacting definitely a lot. And it comes at a moment where there is already a lot of pressure, competition also from other corners in the world, and at a time where we need to manage a huge transformation, a green decarbonization transformation, a digital transformation. So there's already a lot of competitive pressure on manufacturers that they have to face and that they have to cope with. Avoid it, yeah. We want fair, open, free markets.
And you still...
We understand the EU will look at its whole toolbox of measures that it has at its disposal, but it's also very important that there is the eye on the long term, and try to maintain relations, try to make sure not to escalate a trade war, and come back to a level where, in a partnership, things can be discussed. And that may include tariffs, but it may also include other ways of cooperating. There are about between 700 and 800,000 vehicles shipped to the US every year, with a value of about short of 40 billion euros. The total number of exports into the US from the whole world by foreign manufacturers is about $200 billion. So that gives you a bit of an idea, indeed, how large and how important the market is for Europe. But that comes, of course, in addition to those many cars produced in the US by European manufacturers. I think the number there is around 800,000 as well. So and they manufacture for the local market, partly also to export. But yeah, it's a hugely important market for Europe, also for American manufacturers that also export around the world. Yeah, we hope this can be resolved quickly. Manufacturers from the US to Europe. So if there would be tariffs by Europe on